everybody, Marlene, aka Snow Gardener 307. We are here for two things today. We are here for Mr. Snow Gardener's budget, and we are going to do a ton of savings challenges because Mr. Snow Gardener's in the house, so he's got his savings challenges, and we are going to focus today on my savings challenges. That's right, you guys have been requesting for me to use my own savings challenges, my own books, all of those. So that is what we're going to be utilizing today.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Let's go ahead and get started with my hubby's budget. It was a small paycheck this time, you guys, because Mr. Snow Gardener actually had 2 weekends off in a row and he did not work obscene hours. So good for us, bad for a paycheck, right? So we've got all this cash right here. We're just going to set it off to the side. We'll deal with that in just a minute. We're going to go through his budget very, very quickly. If you are interested in the paycheck to paycheck budget kit, I do have this available on my Etsy and on my website. It is cheaper on my website. I have got September on my website, but not August. And so if you want the August, let me know. We're already in the middle of August, so I didn't add it onto my website, but always anything that's on my website is going to be less expensive than on Etsy. Unfortunately, not everything's on my website. That's a long story, but not for today. So his paycheck was $2,069.74. His paychecks have been over $4,000. That's why I said it was a small paycheck. So it was very weird to budget it. And I went ahead and gave him $280, or I transferred into his account for my part of the bills. He pays the mortgage, you guys. That's $2,000. That is the biggest bill. And so I pay for food, I pay for auto insurance, I pay heat, gas. I do all of that stuff, but all of our bills still don't add up to $2,000 with what he pays. So I pay him a little bit back. That's how we make it work. So that gives us a total of $2,349.74. We're going to round that on down to $2,300 so that other money just kind of hangs out in his account just in case he needs it. The first thing that I did was move $600 to his IRA for September. He technically is a month ahead already on his IRA. And so I've already got extra money sitting in a savings account for him as well. So at the end of the year, we will see how much he needs to put into his IRA to max it out for the first time ever in his life. You guys, this year is the first time I've ever maxed out my Roth IRA as well. And Bridger is super excited to have his maxed out. So after I take the $600, that leaves us $1,700. We're going to go ahead and grab $50 for fun, $50 for home. That's going to go into my wallet in the future. So that it leaves us with $1,600 on over here to sinking funds. Typical sinking funds. We've got subscriptions, garbage, land tax, Sam's Club, home, motorcycle insurance, giving, pets, future Christmas, savings challenges. That's right, you guys, savings challenges. I'm also excited to tell you guys, Mr. Snow Gardener will be here today for some savings challenges. So this is $1,105, leaving him with $495. Mr. Snow Gardener is paying his truck off, so he's going to pay an extra $450 to his truck. Leaves them with $45. We're putting that into the rollover, $0 base budget. There's not even any money going to Australia for a roundup today. I just realized that, but that is a-okay. I will give you guys an update on Bridger's truck and what he decided to do. We will do that as soon as we're done with the cash stuffing and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. You're going to see here is the cash right here. You'll see there's some things that I've got placeholders for that are not going to get cash, so I do need to grab out. I just realized a $50 placeholder. I've already got some hundreds out. So we need $50 for home. We've got $100 for Sam's, $100 for giving, and $200 for future Christmas. So there are our placeholders. We'll go ahead and put these all the way at the back. And then for cash, he's got 50s, he's got 20s, he's got 10s, he's got 5s, he's got 1s. And of course, you guys, the ones, we need to go ahead and go through these. I save A bucks, D bucks, G bucks. That's right. So I need to look through these really quick. He's only got 50, so it shouldn't take us too long. I'm hopeful we've got some bucks in here to go towards the fun things in our life. I used to save D for debt. Now I don't save D for debt. I save it for diving or vacation, because scuba diving generally is when we go on vacation. Oh, yay, there's an A buck. Oh, there's 2 A bucks. Wow, 3 A bucks out of 50, you guys. That is absolutely amazing. I need to scooch these on back, I just realized. So let's see what we've got here. 3 A-bucks, you guys. That has to be a record for us because this is only $50. Let me go ahead and grab the red binder. We're going to go ahead and do this really quick. So A is for Australia, and let's take a look at what we've got here. Where are we? So we're up here. So we are not fully funded yet for Australia, so we can't put $25 into the bank, but we are getting there. So we're going to go ahead and mark off 3 of these. If you are looking for these bucks trackers, these ones are from Reinventing Renee over at Budget Nerd Co. So make sure you go grab a digital there. Great thing with digital, of course, is that you can print them off over and over again. So we only need $2 more and we will be able to put $25 into our high yield savings account. We have got D is for diving. And let's take a look. We need $5 more. 1, 2, 3. Oh, $3. We did not give $5. And we are using this beautiful gold dot marker here. Love this dot marker, but it is a little juicy. So I'm going to set it up here to dry. And then we've got G is for garden. And I know I just put some money into the garden sinking fund, so there is not enough to put in there yet. And you guys, I'm still calling it garden, but the main thing that we are saving for now is a cement patio out front and also a cement pad in the back to put a storage unit on, or a shed, I should say, for my business. That's right, you guys, so that I have more room to put inventory and stuff. So I'm going to get that done. So $4 more to G is for garden. Alrighty. Let's put this juicy one away. It looks like it has dried enough. And Mr. Snow Gardener is so funny. He didn't used to do the A-bucks, the D-bucks, the G-bucks. I would go through his funds and I would trade them for his bills. So he would still have his $50. Mr. Snow Gardener's like, you know what? That's for me as well. Let's just go ahead and do it together. And I was like, all right, twist my arm. Makes me so sad when you make me put money towards our goals. I just realized I forgot to grab this binder, so I'm going to grab it. We are going to go ahead and start off with my wallet, and I am not going to put the money in my wallet, like I said, but I need 4 20s and 4 5s, and these 5s are nice and crispy. They are brand new, which is amazing, but they sure do like to stick together. And if you are not familiar with my brand new way that I'm stuffing my wallet, I am doing YouTube shorts of myself stuffing it, unstuffing it, and restuffing it is what I'm doing. And so that's why I need this changed the way I need it. So this is going to go into the cash for my wallet to stuff each week. And let's go ahead and mark that off. This is what I do usually off camera, but we're going to do it on camera today. So I put a little mark knowing that I've done it. Now let's go ahead and grab Mr. Snow Gardener's binder. And he has got his binder here. He doesn't have a lot of money going into anything fun, you guys, but hey, I guess that's what happens, right? So I've got to look. So gifts, he's not putting anything into there. Man, what a tight week, but sometimes that's what happens. He did still want to go ahead and do $100 into giving though. So we're going to go ahead and put a $100 placeholder into giving. And subscriptions right here are going to get $40. Subscriptions for him are a little bit more expensive than my subscription because he has more subscriptions. Garbage needs $30. So I guess this is another thing that Mr. Snow Gardener does fund fully is the garbage. I forgot about that. Motorcycle insurance, we're going to go ahead and put $40 into here. Mr. Snow Gardener now has 2 motorcycles, you guys. He is super excited. He keeps trying to talk me into getting my motorcycle license. However, I am just not interested, you guys. I'm just not interested. So we did that and that and that. PTO's not getting anything, unfortunately. Dang it. That is my favorite envelope to stuff for him. That is paid time off. And then we have got our adulting binder. So we need to put land tax in here. Land tax is going to get $45. So 20, 40, and one of these beautifully crisp $5 bills. So a land tax going in there. And then we're going to need pets. And pets, what are we doing? $200 in cash. What did I pick? I picked 4 50s for pets. This is because we take our Yorkies to get groomed and they're expensive. So I need some cash to be able to pay for them. let's pull this out. We just went through a ton of our cash and our money for our Yorkies because, like I said, they're expensive. They went to the vet. All 3 of them went to the vet, got shots, got all of that type of stuff. We had some extra stuff that needed to be done. So we do have an okay size emergency fund, but it's a little smaller than I would like. So that right there is $1,555 in the bank. So $1,555 in the bank. And then I think we've got plenty of cash now for grooming and such. 1, 52, 53, 54, 20, 40, 50, 60. Yeah, $464 in cash. So I guess that's not too bad. We're about $2,000 for the pets, but you guys know if you have pets, you need to make sure you have the money for them. That's one thing that I hate to be a jerk about, but sometimes when you're struggling, getting a brand new pet at your home is not a great idea because, of course, they cost a lot of money, right? Pets cost a lot of money. So in home, we want this to be a bigger emergency fund, but it's not quite there yet. We've got $2,150, $65, $66 in the bank, $100 in cash. And subscriptions is my subscription, so we're not doing that. Sam's Club, he's going to go ahead and put $200 in for, no, he's going to put $100 in for Sam's Club. And then $200 is going into Future Christmas, which is going into a different account because we've already paid for Future Christmas. If you're not familiar, Future Christmas is the vacation that we are taking with my children. So we did all those placeholders. Yep, we did all of those. So savings challenges, it says, is $300. However, we know that's not quite right because we took a few ones out of here. So all of this money is going to go in for Mr. Snow Gardener to stuff some savings challenges. However, you guys, this money is not the money that's going to be stuffed today because Mr. Snow Gardener had already filmed a savings challenge video for us. Let's go ahead and go over to the savings challenges by Mr. Snow Gardener. We'll come back. We'll talk about Mr. Snow Gardener's truck, and then I will go ahead and do some savings challenges as well. So I'll be back in a minute.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the good old savings challenge game with Mr. Snow Gardener, brought to you by Mrs. Snow Gardener 307. I'm here doing some savings challenges with some money that I have set aside in my budget. And with that, we will get right on into it. I've been having a lot of fun starting with General Greenback and his frugality force, taking on Lord Larceny and the Swindlers. I think we will do a roll for Misfortune 2. I don't have any 2s. What should I do? Just re-roll? An 8. I like that. So we'll do an 8 and a 7. We just want to give us 15. Right. We'll go ahead and set Misfortune off to the side so that those can dry. Those markers are pretty wet when they first go down. And then we'll go into the 52-week savings challenge. This savings challenge was brought to me, or brought to you through me, by Mischief Managed Budgets and Champagne's Corner. It is a fun little challenge that starts at low and goes through one number at a time, all the way up to 52. This challenge did come with a couple of IOUs, which are pretty cool. It says Merlin's Pants, I.O. what? On that note, we'll go to the page in the high numbers that I'm on, and I will color in this 40. I managed to find the same marker that I really liked. And then I poked myself with it. Nicely done. I'll go with 2 10s and a 20. And I'm pausing because I think I forgot to put money in Mr. Greenback, and it was supposed to be $15. So I'm going to put that in here first before I forget again. Because I'm pretty sure I've done that before. And then I'll put the $40 in the Snape envelope. The pink taco envelope. Looks like my taco's trying to come off. That's no fun. Alright. Now we'll close up the 52-week savings challenge. I will throw my... drop stuff and throw them on the floor. Throw my IOUs back in here. Okay. And then I think I'm just going to go through the normal way this time. Starting at the front and working my way to the back. That's going to be shut the box next. Find my orange and my red. And I'll roll these purple ones for an 8. I wish it was a 9. A 10. I think I'm going to do a 9 just to get rid of the big number. And a 1. I got to color that in though. Alright. I'll do a 5. And a 3. Seven. Six and a 2. And I know there's a rule that says if my numbers are all below a certain amount, I can do one die. But I don't remember the rule because I fail. Yeah, I'm going to ask real quick. Okay, so it's 6 or less, and I can use one die, and I have 6 or less, and I rolled a 3, so it looks like it didn't really make any difference anyway. We're going to have $4 added to shut the box. Not so bad. I know I said I was going to go through, but this is going to be my last one. Oh my goodness. I've been attacked by cash. Alright, the Dive Deep into Savings Challenge. I'm going to set this down here so that I'm not just filling my freaking book up, my binder up with little shavings that I can't vacuum up. $20. That was a nice big one. And that's going towards some scuba diving, I believe, at some point, which is going to be awesome because I thoroughly enjoy it. Move on to Mr. Ozzy, the Australian Bandit. I think I won't use a yellow colored pencil this time because I didn't appreciate that last time. I think I'm just going to do $10 because that's all I have left. Completing this color and save on the back of Ozzy the Australian Bandit Savings Challenge. This is one of my wife's savings challenges, Mrs. Snow Gardener. And you can find them in her shop on Etsy, as well as her website, I believe. I guess I don't know what all she has on her website. I know she has some stuff there and some stuff not there, but that's where they are. On the internet, somewhere. $10 going into Ozzy the Australian Bandit. Scratch that, because I'm going to scratch this. It's going to be $16 total going into Ozzy the Australian Bandit challenge envelope. Because I pulled it out, I want to do the scratch offs too. So there. $6 for Ozzy. Alright, we'll move on to the $500 tattoo savings challenge. Get this colored pencil out of my way. And I'm going to scratch this one, which is 26. And I think I will scratch off this one, which is $15. So that's going to be $41 total going into this challenge. 10 and a 5. Getting some real good savings going towards that tattoo of mine. Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting indeed. Okay, we'll go into, looks like my last round of Boston. Oh my gosh, how did I end up with 4? What have I done? Alright, I got 2 4s and a 5. We'll keep the 5. Roll the 4s. I got a 6. Oh wow, that was awesome. And we got a 4. That is weird, weird, weird. I got 15 on that again. A 6, a 4, and a 5, which I got a 6, a 4, and a 5, and a 6, a 4, and a 5. 3 different times on that challenge. And there's only 6 of them. That is interesting. 10. Yeah, 5 for 15. Okay, so I think I'm finished with Boston. Oh, I gotta write that in there though. 15. Okay, so next time we play one of these Dicetropolis games. I guess we'll play a new game. Anything? That was supposed to be a book. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, I should have set that off to the side. This is why I set them off to the side, so they can dry out, so I don't make a mess. Alrighty then. Throw these markers back where they belong. And I have some money left over, so I think I'm going to do another one of these tattoo ones, because I'm getting pretty close to my next tattoo appointment, and it would be cool, super cool to have this done in time for that. I don't know if it's going to happen though, because I don't know if I'm going to have time to do another video between now and then. So that's going to be 5, 10, 15, and 10 is 25. And that's going to go into tattoo. I might have to do one of those one things that I can't ever remember what they're called. But on that note, we'll go to... this little guy here. We'll count out our money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And there's a couple of 9s on there. I'll just color one of those in, and we'll call it a day. Wonderful. Just wonderful. All right, everybody. I appreciate you all for joining me. I hope you have fun watching me struggle through these savings challenges. And until next time, remember, keep on smiling. Thanks, everybody.
We are back with my husband's Debt Snowball monthly check-in. This is the truck. So if you are not familiar, on one of my last videos, I let you guys know that we are back in credit card debt. The reason why we are back in credit card debt is the credit union where we had my husband's truck financed at would not allow us to make additional principal-only payments online, and the amount of interest that we were paying was insane. His truck interest rate here was 8.24%. And we were on a mission. So I talked to Mr. Snowgardener. I looked at Mr. Snowgardener's credit cards. I found a 0% offer. So we went ahead, took advantage of that offer. It's 12 months only, you guys, and it's $18,000. So let's talk about what we've done this month. At the beginning of August, he had a balance on his truck of $19,154.20. He paid an extra $450. That's what you guys just saw from his paycheck. And then, of course, because it was an extra payment, but they can't do principal only, we still paid $47.57 in interest out of the $450. So his balance was $18,751.77. I went and got a cashier's check for the $18,000 payment for his truck. You may ask, why didn't you just do the debt payoff? It's because they wouldn't give me the debt payoff, which I understand 100%. I am not the account owner, and my husband was busy, and I said, you know what, let's just do 18 grand and then we will get an exact payoff and we'll pay that off, and we should be able to pay it off online. That was another thing. We couldn't make this large payment online. I believe the highest payment that we can make online is like $100 and some over his payment. That's why his extra payments, if you watch the last month, the highest payment I could make was $750. So that's why that was. And so we did the $18,000 credit card transfer payment. That just happened on Monday. He got the confirmation from Lookout Credit Union that they had received the cashier's check. So I double checked that. I also double checked today before I started filming for what the interest was that he paid. So $18,000, boom, came off. The interest was $1,270. So so he only owes $764.47 to Lookout Credit Union. I can tell you guys, his scheduled truck payment with his next paycheck is $750. I am going to go ahead and pay some extra before then using some of his savings challenge money, because he has savings challenge money sitting there. And that is what we decided would be the best thing. So I'm probably going to do a couple $100 payment. So then for his last truck payment, we'll need to get the truck payoff details. And if I can do it online, I can see it online with the account balance. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So this loan will be paid off by the end of the month. So that's amazing. Now, if the $18,000 just came out of our budget, that would be amazing too. But of course, we did the transfer. So if I flip this on over, right here, you see that we have the transfer that happened on 8/5. So we owe $18,720 to Bank of America. No payment is due yet. I used this on the last video to show you guys the $720 transfer fee was nothing compared to the monthly interest that we were paying with paying all of the extra. So this will be the debt that we will be started on as soon as this month is over. All of the extra money of his money will be going to Bank of America. I'm going to continue working on the mortgage payments. However, there may be times when I put extra money towards the truck. This is one of the things where I talked about before we had separate budgets. Before we were 100% separate. Like you drew the line in the sand. This was his bills. This was my bills. And we transferred money back and forth. Now that we are married and have been married for 5 years, the line is a little bit more wavy and the money kind of intermingles quite a bit more. And I think that's completely healthy. When we first got married, a lot of people asked me, why didn't you combine your finances? I can tell you this, in my previous marriage, all of our money was together. And there were times when I felt trapped because I was a stay-at-home mom. And so I don't ever want to feel that way again. And now I don't have to worry about it because I am financially secure. So that was one of the reasons when we first got together, got married, that things stayed separate. Another reason is we both had amassed a huge amount of debt, and we were working on our own debt journeys, and we worked on them together, and we had goals together. But that's part of the reason why we are not 100% all together yet. I do see it coming, you guys. I do see it coming. We will still have his bank account, my bank account, our bank account. But we're going to be on everything. And of course, right now we are the beneficiaries, pay on death, that type of stuff to make sure. But that is the debt snowball. Now, I did say we were going to go ahead and use my savings challenges, but I do have these ones that I do have this one. I think just this one. Yes. No. We need to do a shut the box as well. So this is going to the mortgage. We are going to go ahead and roll a D8. Let me find the D8 to see what we're going to be saving up. And I am going to grab the colored pencils because I forgot they're on the desk, but I can't reach them where I'm sitting. So we've got the colored pencils in my special little pencil holder that my friend Carol, you guys may have seen Carol, got me from Madrid. If you watch my other channel, my brand new channel, as well as my second channel, Snow Gardener 307, and Marlene, aka Snow Gardener 307, you will see Carol. That is who bought this for me in Madrid and brought it back because she is a super sweetheart. All right, so we've got 5. So this is 5 right here. We are just going to go ahead and do a middle of the road one. We're going to do $21. We are doing $120 for savings challenges for me. Of course, you guys saw Mr. Snow Gardener do his savings challenges. I love it when he does savings challenges. So $21 going into 2025. And I will give you guys a mortgage update on this. I don't think we're going to be able to put any money towards the mortgage today, but I will give you an update. And one thing that your girl has got to do is she has got to update her dang binder. This binder right here is just ridiculous. I don't think about it until I film it. And, as you guys were saying, hey, please use some of your challenges. This binder kind of went to the wayside. So that is going towards mortgage. I am saving $100 at a time, and then I'm paying it towards the mortgage. We are not at $100 yet, unfortunately. But I will show you guys, actually, let's go ahead and jump right into that mortgage tracker right now, shall we? And show you exactly where we're at because I did have a couple small payments that I made. So here is our mortgage payoff monthly check-in. And of course, it's kind of a hot mess this month. I changed the way that I was doing things. I kind of already explained that. But on 7/30, we started and our mortgage was $145,104.90. We are down to $143,367.16. This $200 in extra that I paid on 8/7, that was from 2025. I had $100 sitting in the bank. And when I did it the last time, I was able to get another $100. My CD cashed out. We had an extra payment. And then we did finish number 6, heads and tails, and we put that towards our mortgage. So that is where the mortgage is sitting right now. I know a lot of times you guys like to see updates. So let's go ahead and get into these savings challenge books. We're going to go ahead and start off with the Life of a Creator. What I do with the Life of a Creator is I go ahead, I'm going to grab some different dice here that I might need. I go ahead and roll a dice, and we're just going to roll a D5 or a D6. D6, 6 sides on the dice. We're going to go ahead and roll that, and we're going to go to number 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is Birds and the Bees. And so over here, I don't remember where we left off. I've got a few marks on the page here with markers and stuff like that. But I say what we do is let's go ahead and roll a D12. We're going to start right here, and we're going to see where we end up. So we've got 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so right here it says, you landed on a B above, roll a D6, start at the top, and work your way down to the bottom. All right, so we're going to roll a D6. And I don't know if I'm doing this right, you guys, but this is the way I do it. So here's 1. This is where I'm at. And then we've got a 3. This is where I'm at. And it shows a little forward jump sign, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to land on a number with an icon, add $1 for the bonus. Yeah, I'm not sure. So we are going to keep going. So number 1 right here. So this has the bird on it. And I don't know if I'm supposed to go play Ren's Aviary. And we've got 5. So over here and down here is $5. So that's what we're going to save, is we're going to save $5. I don't know if that's right or not, you guys. That's just how I'm playing it. I don't play this one enough to get a continue on going. Oh, let's see. It says, okay, yeah, no, I think I did all right. So we're going to go ahead 6 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we've got my friend Jessie over at J Whackers. This is Match Day $50 Savings Challenge 1 to 9. And look at how cute these little soccer ball scratch offs are. I just love them. So $5 for this one. So $5. So we're going to go ahead and grab a 10. So we're at $10 total. Let me look at my book. You guys, I don't remember what I'm saving. The Life of a Creator is fun. Fund is what the Life of a Creator is. Okay, I had to look. So we're going to roll 1 more. And we're going to go 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This one's been pretty popular. It's been scratched off 3 times. This is a $50 challenge from Laura Bell Creations. Let's go ahead and scratch this one right here. We're going to save $8. So we're going to put $18 towards fun this time. So 10, no, I already have 10 out. 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the Life of a Creator. And of course, you guys, I am just using a dice on this one, but you don't have to. You can just start on number 1, right? This is my challenge right here. It says choose a D4, a D6, or a D8 die to roll. Roll the die 3 times. Actually, you guys, let's do it. We're going to do a D6. We're going to do this one because I haven't shown you guys my own. It's let's get rolling. So we're going to do a D6. So we're going to put 6. So roll number 1 was 6. Roll number 2. It's funny. You want to know why I haven't done this one? No, I guess I could have with 1. We're going to do 2. I was thinking because I can't roll a 1, but I could roll a 1. And we're going to do -2. So this one right here, if you look, there are pluses and minuses. So 6 plus 2 is 8. -2 is 6. So we are going to save $6. So I'm going to add another $6 in, you guys, because I did play that one. So $6 more going towards fun. Yay! Okay, now we're going to get into the Life of a Duck. Life of a Duck here. And this is going towards the mortgage. Let's see. And this one I've been doing the same thing. D6, just kind of going through all the challenges. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we have got what the delay. I can't remember if I told you guys or not, but on this last travel that we just took, Peyton and I did have some delays going that way. So we start out the morning and I see that our flight is delayed. but it's delayed by like 10 minutes. We have to drive 2.5 hours to get to Salt Lake City, Utah. I like to be there early. It's technically an international flight. So, you know, I want to leave about 5 hours before we fly out, at least. I think we ended up leaving 5.5 hours before we left. So my cousin is sweet enough to drive us to the airport. I see at this point, when we get up in the morning, our flight is delayed by 10 minutes. I'm like, whew, no big deal. We've got quite a long delay. And so we get to the airport, we get checked in and everything, you know, we find our gate, we do our things, we hang out, you know, Peyton and I just hang out together. Then we see that our flight is delayed a little bit more, but still not much. Then finally it comes up that our flight is delayed so long because there is no crew to fly the plane. So I go up to switch our second flight from the earlier flight to the later flight. And unfortunately, I listened to this woman behind the desk. I wish I wouldn't have. This is not like me. I listened to her and she said, you're never going to make that flight. You need to book onto the flight for the next day. And I'm freaking out. Long story short, I listened to her. She moved us from that flight to the next flight. The bad thing is I had upgraded Peyton and I to first class. Our flight was about a 4.5 hour flight. Super excited. It was Peyton's first time he was supposed to fly in first class. And she goes, don't worry, you'll get your money back for that. And I'm like, okay, it is what it is. And I think I've been burned too many times from traveling. And she said, you don't want all the flights to fill up and not be able to get to the UK when you need to. Long story short, they got a crew. We made it in time to get to the flight that we were originally trying to get on. But of course, we had lost our first class seats. We went from having 2 first class seats that I'd had reserved forever to being stuck in middle seats in the middle of nothing, but we still made it. But so travel delay. What the delay? That's how I felt. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to do a word search here. And yeah, so it was just one of those things. And it was funny because my husband's like, that is so not like you. You know, why did you take her advice? Why didn't you just wait and do what you wanted to do? And I said, I don't know. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. And sometimes I think it just happens. All right, so I see school. So we're going to save $1 whole for this one. And of course, I have gotten stuck for days before you guys. So I think just a little bit, you know. But the bad thing is when the lady knew that we had first class tickets, or we knew that we had pilots, she didn't put us back on the flight in the first class where we were supposed to be. So other people got our seats and were upgraded, and then we got shuffled everywhere. But lesson learned, right? Lesson learned. All right, let's do another one. 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What the car? This should be for Mr. Snow Gardener. He has been working on his truck, the one that we're working on paying off. It's been having some mechanical issues, and he'll think he has it fixed, and then all of a sudden it's not fixed, and you know how it is. That's how life is. 1, 2, and 3. Oh my goodness, we're gonna do some Sudoku, and I've got to thank you guys for Sudoku. So this could be a second, because this row needs a 2 or a 7. This row needs a 2 or a 7. I don't see either of those that are easy. This one needs a 2 or a 7 as well. How crazy is that? All right, let me see if I can use my brain and get my brain to work to get some Sudoku going. Okay, I figured one out. I didn't figure those out. What I figured out, just in case you guys don't play Sudoku, the way that it works is in each little square you need 1 to 9, and then in every row or every column in every row you need 1 to 9. So I looked right here, and there's a 5 here, there's a 5 here. So there can be no 5s here, no 5s here. So this means this is a 5 right here. And it save the dollar amount of money you add. So I need to save $5 for that. So we're going to go ahead and call that good. We have got, let's see, what do we have? Let me put another 5. So we've got $18 going into the life of a duck named what? And yeah, hopefully I don't sound too privileged with that, because I just, like I said, it's a first world problem, right? First world problem. You guys, I upgraded the first class. It was not that much. A lot of people are probably going, oh my gosh, she's flying first class and she's complaining. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. $89 for mortgage. You guys, let's go ahead and get $11 more put in. because I want to add $100 to the mortgage today. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is a roll and save. Okay, so we're saving $3. So we're going to go ahead and color a dice. Save $3 more. So we need $8 more still. So tell me, I want to hear some travel stories, whether they are good stories, whether they are travel horror stories about being stuck in airports, flights being delayed, you know, all of that kind of stuff. Let me know. Your girl wants to know. Share those travel stories with me. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're going to do this little one back here. And so that's $1. So we still need at least $7. So we're going to carry on. And we've got 3. So the covers don't count. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, and it is rainy out today. So we're going to go ahead and color a cloud with some raindrops for $1. We're going to make a $100 mortgage payment. So I am excited about that. Get this mortgage paid off. Imagine life without debt at all. That's what I'm imagining right now, you guys. No debt at all. Cannot wait. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, we're back to school again. We're going to be saving. And I haven't been looking for a certain word or anything, you guys. I've just kind of been like looking fairly quickly if I can while I sit here and talk to you guys. I have found out that I am not the best at crossword puzzles, especially when it comes to trying to find the words and talk to you guys at the same time. Okay, so I found school bus. So we've got school bus. School bus is $1 whole. We got to keep going, you guys. We got to keep going. All right, let's roll again. We've got 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are going to color a flower. We're going to do a $7 flower because I know that will be enough. 5, 6, and 7. Let's go ahead and color a flower. We're going to make it a green inside. And we are going to make it yellow. Lelo, lelo, as my daughter used to say, lelo. So color a flower. We're going to do it fairly quickly. That's the good thing with the yellow, is you can't see it super great. So we're going to color that fairly quickly. Now let's double check, make sure that we've got $100 in here. 100 plus 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got 102. So we're going to take those $2 and keep them there. There we go. So right here, I have a note for myself to keep the placeholders to track the total savings that we have in this book. So these placeholders are not in the bank or anything. They're just there to say, hey, this is how much we have saved in the What the Duck book. So that is what we've got here. Oh, I should have grabbed a 500. Let's go ahead and do that. So we have saved $500 so far with What the Duck. Some of it has went to the emergency fund, and some of it is now going to the mortgage. Okay, so I've got a $500 placeholder. This one's so thick it felt like there was 2. So we'll put that there. We have got $2. All right, $2 whole going next. Perfect, perfect. All right. Let's see, we've still got some money left, thank goodness, because we've got more Savings Challenge books. We have got The Life of a Pig. And you guys, I already finished the first Life of the Pig, so we don't play that one anymore. This is part 2. This is Miss Georgette here, and we need a D12, which is this dice right here. This is going to Australia. And so we have got 5. Oh, we need our heads or our tails. And tails. So 5 and tails. We have got $5 for this one. We are going to color this tray of olives and tapas, maybe you would say. So we've got some green olives. We've got some cheese. We've got some crackers. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I don't know what color to color it because I don't know what it is. And I will have to say, I think I tell you guys this every time I color, but I did fully enjoy the food when I was in France. It was yummy and tasty. If you guys can't tell, I am a foodie. We're going to say that that's like sausage or something, or like pepperoni type stuff. So we're going to color it red. Yeah, I am 100% a foodie. So if you travel with me, just know that we're going to go to some good places to eat. All right, we've got 10 and tails. And speaking of tapas, right there, this is the tapas bar. And we are saving $4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. Like I said, this is going to Australia. So let me get this put in here. If I can find where it's supposed to go. Why am I trying to put it in there, you guys? Every time I do this, it's right here. We've got our envelope in our book. And I only keep $100 in this at most. The rest of it goes in the bank. All right. Now, let's get into some other challenges. We are doing all the SG307 challenges today. So we've got Life's a Beach. And I know so many of you guys are so happy to have Life's a Beach available now for digital. So you can get this on my website. It's the cheapest on my website, you guys, for digital. And you can also get it on my Etsy. All right, you guys, so we need to roll some D6s is what we need to do. And on this, I changed the rules. You had to wait till you got a 6 to scratch. I have done every 5 rolls we scratch, unless we get a 6 before. So let's see what we've got. So $3, $5, 2, $1, 3. Oh, there we go. We get to scratch. And we've got $1. All right, so what do we have here? I think we might have 10 bucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 is 10. Going to vacay. That's right, everybody. Going to vacay. Life's a Beach. We like this. We do not have enough money to add into the bank yet. Dang it. So Life's a Beach. Now we have got Pop-It, and Pop-It is going towards mortgage, you guys. So we are going to finish out whatever money we have here to go towards mortgage. Where are we? So obviously we've been doing this one for a while. Pets. We had saved pets there. Okay, mortgage. All right, we're just going to start scratching, start saving money. And so we've got 3. Plus 3 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. Plus 3 is 10. That's a great stopping part to clean and to grab our money. So 5 and 10. All right, let's see what we get now. So we've got 3. Plus 1 is 4. Plus 3 is 7. Plus 3 is 10. Okay, so another $10. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so we've got $4 left, you guys. Let's see which one. Let's scratch down here. Oh, we got $3. And I'm wondering if we shouldn't call it good. Oh, we had $5. We got $2. Let's see. This is 1, 2, 5. We're going to press our luck. We're going to press our luck. Where are we going to press our luck? This says 1 to 5. Is that a typo? Because I don't see any 4s or 5s. We're going to go up here. And we got a 1. I think I made a mistake on there, you guys. I am not brave enough to try again for $1. So we're going to put that towards our fun another day. And I know that we don't have enough in Pop-It to put it in the bank. We've got 10, 15, 25, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. $39 so far for this challenge. All right, you guys, that is it for me today. I am so happy we were able to update you guys on the truck payment. We are going to pay an extra $100 towards the mortgage. And of course, we use the SG307 challenge books. Until I see you guys next time, remember to keep on smiling. Bye, everybody.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, 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 today's gonna be a good day.
Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.